Yo, good evening. We are always better than yesterday. How are we doing? I hope that we are well. Me, Ryan Hartley, coming at you on our second anniversary. We are always better than yesterday is 2. How did we get here, hey? We are always better than yesterday is 2. Just going to send some invites to you awesome people just to get as many people involved in the conversation as we can, and it's going to be a great opportunity to reflect on the last year, and yeah, there we go. A few invites going out. So many awesome names in this community, so many people that I'm privileged to be connected with, inspired by. Here we go. Amazing human beings in this list. I love you all very dearly. And there we go. That'll do. Many people on. Yo! Bethan is on. Shannon is on. Hayley is on. Here we go. Oh, sorry I'm a little bit late on. My tardiness. But I am here. I am showing up and I am ready. I am ready to reflect. Oh, let me know how you're doing. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you are up to. I tell you what, I'd love to hear just continuously throughout this live what being part of Always Better Than Yesterday means to you. I'd love to know what being part of this community has done for you, has given you, has helped you with. I'd just love to know. I'd love to know those stories. So yeah, have a little think. Have a little think about what being part of this community has done for you, given to you, inspired in you, helped you with. And yeah, just share that with me as we go. I will be massively inspired and grateful to hear what it is that you've got to say. So that's where I am. A few more invites gone out. There we go. Bill, Lucy, good to see you guys. It's not your fault, Bethan. We could talk. It was a great conversation, a great planning conversation. So here we go. Second anniversary. If you have been here since the start, you will know that this time last year I had a very emotional moment in the live where I reflected on a year of We Are Always Better Than Yesterday. And I think in that moment it really dawned on me what we had created here. It really dawned on me that we had created a space of love, connection and belonging, and little did I know that that was everything I ever needed. Just having a space of safety, a space of inspiration, but most importantly a space where I belonged and where I felt like I mattered. And you know that over the last year I've gone deep and dark and reflective, and you know, coming out the other side knowing that if it hadn't been for this community then I would not have got through the year as well as I have done. So I just want to take the opportunity to thank every single one of you. There are 432 members of We Are Always Better Than Yesterday. It's never been about numbers for me. It's never been something I want to grow quickly. I've never been chasing numbers. It's more important for me to have a group of people who genuinely want to be here, that feel like they can either sit and observe and take in the content and it makes a difference to their day, or ideally contribute to what we're all trying to do. I think 432 members, of which 373 have been active within the last month. So that's 373 people actively viewing, posting, commenting, and reacting to posts. Now that makes me proud. You know, it's not, as I say, it's not about just getting numbers in. It's about making a difference to people. And 373 out of 432 is a huge percentage of people that I hope are experiencing great value from this community. In the last year, there have been 9,000 9,444 reactions to posts. Now that is 9,444 moments. That's how I see that. 9,444 moments where we've either liked something, absolutely loved something, we've shared the space and taken someone else's sadness, and we've basically said to someone, I am with you. 9,444 reactions in 12 months. Those small moments, they really matter, and it shows as a community and our connection that we have been there for each other in the good times, the bad times, the even better times. We span more than 10 countries around the world, and I'm just super grateful. I've been through some tough times in my own life this year, and the funny thing is, the most supportive people during that time for me were people that I had never met in person. They were people that belonged to this community, that gave me my time. They let me know that they were with them, that they were with me, and that they didn't judge, they didn't give advice, they didn't say anything that they thought I needed to hear. They simply said, I'm with you, I'm here if you need me, and trust yourself. It's so powerful having a group of people in your corner like that. And should you ever need people like that, I hope this becomes a place where you feel like you can reach out and ask for that love and support, because it genuinely has helped me keep showing up in the last year. So let me see, there's a comment come through from Hayley. Self-confidence, working on my self-discipline, a positive mindset, the Always Better Than Yesterday community has helped me uncover my real self. I love that, Hayley. And just being a part of your journey and being a friend of yours and seeing you, whether we've been at the park run, whether we've been catching up, me, you and Bill, walking alongside you in the last 12 months has really been something I've taken. I've just loved it. Really love it, because I think there's a vulnerability in just, sometimes admitting that we're struggling. Sometimes there's a vulnerability in showing up even though we don't feel ready, don't feel good enough. I hope you feel like I've always been in your corner, and I certainly feel like you've always been in mine, and continue to really value your friendship and support. So I've written some stuff down here in terms of some of my highlights. I've written some stuff down here.
Happy birthday to
What is this?
ABTY is 2. Happy birthday, always be better than yesterday.
Watch it.
Sending blue hearts to you.
I've taken my headphones out so they can hear you now, hopefully. That's amazing.
There you go, have a cake.
Let me read that.
We just graffitied on it,
No
sorry.
way.
Excuse
Look
my
at this.
pajamas. Might not be wearing them.
Oh, look at that. It's all backwards. Amazing. Oh, thanks.
It wasn't really a good time to do it, sorry.
Wow.
We thought we'd barge in.
That's amazing. Can they?
Actually.
You in your pyjamas, by the way.
I know. Well, I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see who's sending the hearts.
I'm not crying this time. I feel like I've got my shit together today.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
There you go, happy
Enjoy.
birthday.
Got some knives.
Carry on.
Actually, while you're here, you put up a chair.
Oh my god, why did we do this?
Yeah. Sit
there
down.
isn't any chairs.
On your knees.
On my knees.
On your knees. Say hello to everybody.
Hello. I can't see. I haven't got my glasses. Hi, Hayley.
Blind are you?
That's-
I'm really blind. I literally can't see.
Just to do an audio check, just bash the love hearts as much as you can if you can hear me, because I've taken my headphones out, just checking. Ah, that's lovely. Not the cake.
Oh, I thought you meant the hearts.
No, they meant your
Oh,
pyjamas.
that's lovely.
Not your pyjamas.
My pyjamas are lovely. They're good pyjamas.
There we go, the
God,
love
it's been
hearts.
a while since I've been on a live. Oh,
I feel like I'm gate crashing now. I feel
Yeah.
as if it's like
shut up.
Team Hartley and all that.
No, right. So,
What?
the last year being part of Always Better Than Yesterday, what does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? Well,
I should have thought about this before we
the
came.
the year to me has been
What does the Always Better Than Yesterday community mean to you?
the community, or just
Being
always
part
better
of
than
it.
this? I don't contribute much. because I kind of leave it to you. But from what I see, it's just a beautiful place to be, full of lots of people being vulnerable with each other, sharing their good times, bad times, just being honest and open with each other and supportive and just building each other up, I guess. And there's lots of people that are good in different areas that can help out various people. So I don't know, it's just a good collection of awesome, nice peeps. That's my summary.
Thanks.
Over to you.
Bethan Laker,
Do I have the same question or have I got a different question?
your question is,
Okay.
God, I've got a sweat on.
I know, I'm
I'm
pressure.
sweating.
you have been a contributor to the community.
Yes.
What do you
Sorry.
get from it?
Yes, Bethan, what do you get from it?
So you've been a giver, but what do you get back in return? Sit up.
Sorry. It's really not very comfy, this. I think for me, especially recently, so since I started my new job in April, I've taken a back seat quite a lot with kind of how present I am on social media as well, and I would like to be more influential, but I think for me it's just been a group which has always kept me grounded.
Yep.
It's always something that I can go back to. There's always people who are posting positive stuff. And I guess for me it's just a reminder that everyone has their own shit going on.
Oh, yes.
No matter what it is, I think there's always something else going on in somebody else's life which kind of makes you realise actually your day maybe wasn't as bad as you thought.
Yeah.
And like Lisa said, it's just a group of awesome people who, regardless of how you're feeling, are always going to be there. You know, I know that I can message anyone in the group and be like, look, hey, I need an ear, or I need to talk, or
Safe
and there's
place,
always
isn't
going to be
it?
someone there. And yeah, I think I posted it the other day. It's just a safe place. It's non-judgmental. Yeah, I've had my fair share, and
It's a nice corner
it's
of
a
social
good,
media.
good place
isn't
to
it?
be.
A nice
Yeah.
positive corner of social media.
So in the last 12 months, you've been on your first podcast as well?
Been on my first podcast.
First podcast?
Yeah. With Luke.
Yeah, amazing. So Luke will catch up at some point. Shout out to Luke Fraser. So I have a list of names who have contributed. It was at this point last year that I really lost my shit and I
Can we
cried.
go now?
You can go.
Can we go
yes.
and eat your cake?
You can go get a knife and start cutting it and then come back and eat the cake together.
Okay.
Anybody else want a
We'll
bit?
watch you on the
Anyone?
live.
Haley can help
We'll
that.
come back
Say
in a
cheese.
minute.
Ruth.
Someone screenshot this. Get your head in.
You squeeze in.
Someone take a screenshot and save it in the community.
Done it?
Who knows? It's a 20-second delay.
Oh no, frozen. Ah. Okay. Cool.
Amazing.
Right. Bye.
Are you going to come back with cake?
Yeah, we'll come back with cake.
All right, thank you. That was amazing. Oh, there we go. So at this point last year, I started listing out names, and I turned into a blubbering wreck because I realised. But hopefully, I'm going to do that with a big smile on my face. So here's a list of all the people that I've looked back at some of the content, and if I've missed your name off, then I'm massively sorry. But we've had contributions from Jeff Jackson, we've had Bill Mitchell, Nahala Summers, Emma Lindstrom, Jem Louise, Bethan, my wife Lisa, Shay McMaster, Charlie Parker Quaife, Esther McCann, Hannah Galliers, Sophie Herkett, Freya Gill. My handwriting is terrible. What does that say? Christine Saunders. Oh, I should have written that one in bold letters. Anna Sanborn, Jessica Brothers, Pia Anderson, Jonathan Darling, Daniel Morgan, Luke Burrows, Adam Bokert, Luke Fraser, Gemma Monroe, Nikki Tapley, Hayley Chenoweth, Craig McHugh, Sophie Wallace, and obviously my son Corey, and I'm sure there's a number of other names. Sarah Everett, loads and loads of awesome people that I'm very grateful, because this community isn't about me. This community is about us. It's we are always better than yesterday, and it would get very, very boring very, very quickly if all you did was log on and listened to me. So the fact that I've been able to bring together so many awesome people from around the world to connect and share and inspire others is what I'm most proud of. It's the collective that just makes this place so powerful and strong for me, and a real safe space. Great community. I get a lot from it. Thank you, Tom. I really appreciate that. Ruth, thank you for screenshotting. Amazing, amazing. Love that. Great to see you guys. I have a number of highlights from my list. I'd love to just take this opportunity to prepare you. If you would like to come on with me in a minute and share your highlights, please think about them now. I will be looking for people to jump on a live with me very, very shortly. But, you know, in the last year, we've gone from strength to strength with our interview sessions. We're up to 61 now. 61 awesome people have joined us for an Always Better Than Yesterday interview session. As I said, this community is a group of friends. They've really come through for me in the tough times. There's actually been some new parents, thank you, new parents in the community. So Shay McMaster, become a parent for the very first time. You are, thank you.
Can make you nervous now, right?
You're not making me nervous. I'm pro at this. Both of you, I could hear the nerves in both of you because you haven't been live for a little while.
It's more the fact that we came in singing happy birthday.
No,
We
really.
thought we were going to get the words wrong.
Is that weird?
Yeah, we can't remember.
Oh, you did freestyle.
Well, yeah, we totally freestyled.
Shay McMaster, a first-time parent. Hayley Parker, first-time parent. And very, very recently, I think yesterday or even today, Freya Gill. So amazing to see first-time parents coming through. Podcast is being listened to in 64 countries. I'm not sure if I could name 64 countries. And yeah, that just blows my mind. We've actually had some events where we've come together. So myself and Craig spoke at an event in May, which was just amazing. That would never have happened if this community didn't exist. And Jonathan has created his first ever leadership workshop. Jonathan, seeing him go from strength to strength in his leadership, speaking and coaching is just something that keeps me going too. And the fact that he's done his first event this year is amazing. We're massively behind him, super proud. What else have I got on my list? The thing that kind of stopped me in my tracks was the Why I Follow Ryan Hartley hashtag that went around recently. I was having a pretty shitty day, and let me just tell you that is just oxygen. You just don't know the power of a simple message, or just sharing with someone why they make a difference to your day. It makes all the difference, and you know, massively grateful for the 3, 4, 5 of you that took the time out of your day to express that. That was, yeah, it meant a lot. I appreciate that. What else? We've done 50 events in the last year. There have been 50 events within We Are Always Better Than Yesterday, whether they be live mentor sessions, and a number of the people that I've just listed out have been contributors to mentor sessions, which are simply those Facebook lives where people show up and just share something they are knowledgeable or passionate about in the view that it just helps somebody else. We've had loads of those being shared this year. We've had more of those than we've had Why Wednesdays. We've had noticeably less Why Wednesdays. That's probably my fault. Taking my eye off that one a little bit. If you are keen and want to do a Why Wednesday anytime soon, then by all means just let me know. We'll get that booked in. We've had 4 or 5 book reviews done. We've had some Love Tough sessions. It's just been great. 50 events. And I think, I might have said this last year, but I think the aspiration has to be much more. I think I want to do 2 things really. One is start pushing more events to meet up in person, because there's nothing like connecting in real life. And then secondly is to create that space where we come together, and a little bit like Love Tough, but a bit more on a frequent, regular basis to help keep moving forward. I've got 2 people, so hang on.
Hi.
We're just scoffing cake. Here we go.
Soz.
Don't say sorry, you brought me cake. Dan Thomas, my friend, great to see you. And the other thing that's happened in the last year is I've accrued a number of t-shirts with people that I've been grateful to work alongside, so strong men and headstrong mentality. I'm definitely repping those t-shirts. Debbie says hello, Debbie John. Debbie's watching on the train. So that's my reflections. Those are some of the things that have really stood out for me. You know, just seeing Hayley get on with being a PT, showing up and just helping people. Sophie Urquhart just getting out there and just showing up, creating YouTube channels. Bill, I know it didn't go the way you wanted to yesterday, but just seeing you go from strength to strength, mate. You know, yesterday was just a little blip in the road. You will get back on your horse, I'm sure of it.
Great plan.
Blip in the road. Sorry. Oh, a good one.
A live audience here.
Sorry, you're throwing me now, aren't we? You're off track.
I'm not off track. I'm just pausing for effect. So those are mine. I just love the fact that, you know, I think one thing we've done every now and again is just shared small wins. You know, just shared some small wins, and it just, whenever we've done it, it's always gone to show that someone somewhere has got something that they are doing well, something to be proud of, and it's just been really good to remind people and help people focus. So that's it from me in terms of my reflections. I'm just going to call upon with me live. If it gets Facebook audio feedback, then I might have to just jump it off, but we'll see what happens. Yeah,
Right.
you alright?
Oh, sorry. I'm not been showered.
I'm in the dark.
Some cake.
Non-judgmental.
Cake. I need the calories.
I'll put my headphones in. Any better?
Yeah.
It's feedback from my voice. Have you got headphones?
No, mine are Bluetooth.
Oh. Right. I will speak once, so that my voice doesn't keep feeding back. And I let you speak.
Oh, great.
What has being part of Always Better Than Yesterday given to you in the last year?
It's, well, basically what I said on the post just a minute ago. Like, it's improved my self-confidence. The accountabilities helped me to improve my discipline. It's helped with my mindset as well. The positivity, it's just an overall improvement, really. I think like the highlight of my year, I was trying to think about that whilst you were mentioning about it, but I think the highlight of my year was probably when I completed my 100 miles in March. That seems so long ago now.
We finished that with park run.
Yeah, went over the finish line and finished it. And I'm just about to finish my 50 miles in October tomorrow.
Amazing, well done. Right, I'm going to kick you off because I'm sick of my feedback voice.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. Amazing to hear from Hayley. Anybody else want to jump on? Anybody else? Oh, fat fingers. There we go. So if you're catching up on replay, you're catching up on the podcast, feel free to just drop some comments down that allow you to share what being part of this space has done for you, and even if there's things that you want in the next year, let me know. If there's things that you want more of, less of, then feel free to message. If you are catching up on the podcast, email me at ryanbhartley@gmail.com. Message me in my Facebook inbox, whatever that is. I want to make this space somewhere that continues to add you value. Get on Bill Mitchell. I want Bill Mitchell on. Bill's disappeared. Bill's disappeared. There he is. Bill wants to join. Here we go. You can't talk. You can't talk. I
Oh
know,
yeah,
mate.
mine's Bluetooth as well, actually.
It's good to see your face.
Yeah, you alright, mate?
I'm good. How are you? Want some cake?
Yeah, I would love. You know, I love cake.
It's been. Do you know what? It's been an honour and a privilege to be friends with you, and I think I've really enjoyed being your vice captain as well. And I just think it's been great to see you go from strength to strength in the last year, and just the confidence you're showing in leading the team as well, and the fourth team. Like you've got people playing for you, and mate, it's amazing. I absolutely love it.
Couldn't have done it without you in the community, really. And that's what you're probably going to ask me as well. What you asked Hayley, but that's what this community's brought to me is just confidence. I've done things in the last year, more than a year, that I'd never thought I'd ever do. Not just the driving, the 24-hour walk, the running that I've done.
Yeah.
So much, I just gave me confidence to do anything. I just learned to throw myself into things and just do it and get it done. And if it went wrong, like it did the other day, yesterday, I'll just get back up and try again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that. And you connections with the states as well, with the
The
D2E
connections and
ambassador
that.
as well. Like,
Yeah.
I think one of my highlights as well, I think Luke Fraser shared this as well, is just not only seeing your son out with you on the 24-hour walk, but also with your younger sons, just doing the check-in challenge.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that again as well, actually, as just to kind of because the awareness has just gone mad, hasn't it? The awareness for depression and anxiety and all that, it's just all over the internet now. So it's obviously done something, isn't it?
I think when I go out and I talk about stuff like that, it's a little bit kind of like, it's the arty-farty kind of like emotional coach sort of stuff. But when you've got out there, it's like your entire network is pretty much rugby community, and I just think you brought a whole new level of conversation to the table where people were like, wow, like Bill's doing this, like, and I think it just inspired a lot more men to then just go, what's this, Bill? Oh, or good job, Bill. I always see the comments of like, great job, mate. Like, and I just think that courage and bravery you've shown to can just show up and do that is, you just won't know how many people that will have had an impact on.
Yeah, it's been quite amazing, quite emotional ride.
What have you got to say to these two ladies tonight?
Give me some cake.
Yeah. Amazing. Anything else you want to share, mate?
No, that's it really. Just happy birthday, and you're awesome, mate. You're a legend.
I'll behave. I couldn't have done it without you, mate. I've been, like I said to Hayley, that between you and Hayley, the support and the confidence, you've given back to me, and yeah, it's amazing, mate. I appreciate it.
We're like three amigos.
I'm going to drop you off now. Take care, mate. Much love.
Okay, and you, mate. Take care.
It is a nice bracelet. Corey made it for me. Pipe cleaners. Where are my pipe cleaners now? Debbie John. Well done, Ryan, fam. Thank you. Loved doing your first interview with you. You were willing to take the risk. You weren't a risk. You weren't a risk. Who else? Emma is on. Tom is on. Anybody else want to come live with me and share their own reflections of the last year? Yeah, or 2 years. While I eat my cake. Have my cake and eat it.
No cake unless you're going to eat it.
Why have I got 2 bits?
Because we fancy being pigs.
Have you had 2 bits as well?
I had 1 bit, just saying. Bethan had 2. I cut you 1 bit. Bethan was like, that's a bit stingy. So I gave you another
No, I
bit.
just knew that you'd complain about only having 1 small piece.
Wow. Is there anything on my list of things that I haven't really talked about? No.
Apart from how awesome your wife is.
I'd said that bit.
Did you really?
I
I'm just
said that.
joking.
Well, I didn't say how awesome you were. I said you were on my list of people to thank.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for thanking me.
I said
What can we
both
ask
things.
you?
Go on then.
What
Do,
should we ask him?
do you want to sit here and ask me the questions?
No, you can sit there.
Okay. Come up so people can see and hear you.
I haven't got a question yet.
Come on, chop chop.
Has anybody got any questions for me that the girls can read out?
I'm going to ask you the same question that you asked us.
Huh?
Go on then.
What has always better than yesterday been to you for the last 12 months?
So, I
Oh,
said
we've prepared that one.
no. I said this at the start. You probably missed it. So,
Well, we're busy drawing the cake, sorry.
I think the thing as I've reflected on the last. Do I talk to you or do I talk to camera?
Talk to
Camera.
us in the camera.
Okay. I think the thing I reflected on, because I got so emotional last time, and the thing I've continued to reflect on over the year, is that I've brought in the sense of love, connection and belonging a lot more in terms of my thinking and in terms of what's important. I think this has been something that has shown me that that's what's important, that's what I need in my life, and a lot of it will go back to my kind of childhood growing up around what I didn't feel like I had, and then I guess in what I've then done is created a space that gave me what I needed, connection, safety, belonging, and a place to be inspired. So that would be my question. That's what this place gives me. It gives me a reason to, it enables me to live my purpose, which is just simply help people feel like they matter, feel like they belong, and help them be better versions of themselves, and be that person in their corner, which is something I never always felt like I had.
You got a question?
Good answer.
Get cake or dummy. Thank you.
Good answer.
Thanks.
Uh,
Are you gonna hold up a card for like to rate my?
7.
I'd give you one. Wait. I don't have any other
I've
questions.
got another one.
Go on.
You go for it. You shoot the questions tonight.
So I think, like you're quite real with obviously what you post. I say
Mhm.
quite. You are real with what you post, and
Mhm.
you're very open and honest. I think you feel that obviously the community is a very safe place
Mhm.
for you to share your thoughts and feelings.
Yep.
And I think when you review ABTY, I think you talk a lot about what it does for other people.
Yep.
What has the space actually done for you on a personal level,
So,
and why?
when I
I'm good at these writing questions.
so in the early part of the year we went through some tough times, didn't we? And I think some of the people that helped me most through that time were people I've never met, and they were people in this community, and they were always there with messages. They were non-judgmental. They didn't sit and give me advice. You know, I got pure friendship and I got pure care from those people that just said, trust yourself. You know, you'll work it out. And actually, when the whole world is very quick to judge, give you their own opinion, give you their own biases and values, it can be really difficult to make sense of what can be a difficult time for people. Whether that be relationships, whether that be work, whether that be important life decisions, everyone's got a bloody opinion. And then trying to remind yourself of what your own opinion is in amongst all that storm. So having a group of people that just basically say, I'm going to love you, I'm going to support you, I'm going to protect you regardless of what you do, I couldn't have asked for anything more.
Nice.
Good answer.
You're
Very
welcome.
good answer.
Got a question yet?
No, I live with him, don't I? So,
Oh yeah, you speak to him every day.
yeah.
One more from me.
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to grill you. What's your biggest learning? And you can only have one answer for this. You can't reel off 12.
Just one. Think about it.
What's my biggest learning? About myself or about the community?
One of each.
About myself. Like,
Doesn't have an answer.
oh, it's hard, isn't it? It's a hard question. The biggest thing I've learned about myself is just why I am the way I am. I think I've gone hugely reflective this year, and all of the puzzle pieces have come together. It's been fucking painful, if I'm honest. Like the going back and reliving some things in my life where I read something about Tony Robbins. He said, go back and find purpose in your pain. And I did that, and it wasn't comfortable, but it's given me the absolute clarity. You know, as I'm answering you these questions, I can give you the absolute clarity around why I do what I do now. You know, a year ago, 2 years ago, it was because I was having a lot of fun and enjoying what I was doing. Whereas now I have the absolute clarity around why those things are really, really important, because I know that they are things that I want to avoid, happening in the past. So I continue to learn lots about myself. I make mistakes. I get things wrong. I can I'm too busy. I do too much, and it comes from a good place where I try not to let people down, but in doing so I commit to too many things, and just it's hard sometimes. Yeah, it's why I need to remember the phrase, don't set out to change the world, set out to change the world for one person at a time, because that refocuses me on the here and now and the moment, rather than fucking trying to do everything. Because you get at me sometimes, for various different reasons, but
That was just a random comment.
no, but I can be guilty of
Doing too much.
Doing too much, and
that's a bit more specific. I get you sometimes about stuff.
well, I was linking
God,
it.
you are married.
I was
Come
linking
on.
it to the conversation that you get at me for either not.
Because I care. Because you do too much. You try and help everyone, like you just said. So yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a nice tidy house, and I don't provide that always. I get that. Refill your cup. Yeah, for sure. I need to refill my cup. Loved our interview. Thanks for the opportunity. Bringing love. Yeah.
That is a long comment.
Bringing love back into the business for sure. I think you've brought a great example of servant leadership into this community.
I am blinder than I thought.
Thank you, Emma. Really appreciate that. Thank you. I think you're pretty awesome too. You can always come on and speak with me. You can't pour from an empty cup. You're too right, Bill. Let's see what Emma's up to. See if she fancies it. Any more questions?
Who are you inviting on?
I was going to say it too. Oh, she declined. It's probably because she's sat in a dressing gown or something.
I'm in my pyjamas. It's fine. I'm not. No, I'm not going to say that. No.
Any more questions? They're pretty these tricky ones.
God, don't put more pressure on me to find more questions.
How's the cake?
Mm.
Distraction.
Moist, sweet.
Best book you've read this.
Best book.
You've read this year.
Not
That's
just
interesting.
best book that you've purchased. You've got to have had read it.
Are you being funny?
Yeah.
What, like all of these ones that
Yeah.
probably have never been opened?
What do you call it?
Shelf development. So what I have actually started to do is only buy books that I've listened to, and I go, oh, that's really good. So the best one that I've read or listened to in the last 12 months is Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. I think Brené Brown describes a type of leadership that I think is modern, is relevant. It talks about human, because leadership is about people. And yeah, I just think she comes at it from a way of vulnerability, courage, connection, purpose, and I think every organisation, every leader should learn the principles that she talks about, because I think we've got the misconception of what leadership really is at the moment within business and industry. Great book, yeah. What about yourself?
What book?
Yeah.
I would agree, actually.
Can't do that. No, choose another one.
Dare to Lead, or the one that I'm listening to at the minute, which is No Bullshit Leadership.
Yeah. What's that about?
Basically just being quite direct, I guess, and upfront with what you want, and not being taken for a ride, and understanding why you do what you do. And yeah, I'm only halfway through, so it's
it's
written by I think he is the old. I say old. He was the England coach, I think.
What's his name?
Back in the day, Chris. Don't test me. Chris something. I'll find out. I'll put it in the
You
comments.
know, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, that guy.
Chris.
You know.
Yeah, coached England.
He had something. Yeah, he had something to do with England rugby.
Oh, rugby.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't specify.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Emma.
Maybe she wants some cake.
Hi.
Yo.
Sorry, I didn't mean to reject you before. I just I hadn't figured out how to do this. You know I'm crap with Facebook Live.
You're more than welcome to reject it.
But I just wanted to say that so it's Amari's second birthday tomorrow. We finally made it to 2 years, and it's been a really rubbish year for lots of different reasons, which I won't go into here. But what I would say, just quickly, is that there have been times where I've actually hated social media because it just feels like everybody's just showing off their highlight reel and or telling me how they figured out how to create 7-figure turnover businesses without any work, and it just turns out to be like a sales pitch for their services for an hour. And you never did that. And actually, I've been a massive lurker on this community this year. But actually, as I said to you the other day, there are some things, and I watch all of your videos, and sometimes you say something, I'm like, how did you know that was exactly what I needed to hear today? And that's why I love this community and why I think you're brilliant. And I love the fact that you don't produce content just to get people to buy what you sell. You genuinely just give it so freely and just without any need to make it for yourself. It's just given authentically, and it's always just you. And I love the fact that it's not always polished, it's not always pristine. You know, we're there through the good times and the bad. Whether you're coming back from the gym or talk about squirrels or whatever else, and I think that's really cool. So there you go.
I know you've had a tough year. And yeah, you keep showing up. That's the main thing.
Anyway, that was it. I'm going to bed now. I'll see you later. Bye for now. Bye.
That is very true. What she said about that you would just always try and just put the content out for other people, because if it wasn't for me saying, look, if you want this to be a business, you really need to make money from it, otherwise it's not a business, otherwise he'd just do it for free forever, which is lovely. But it's not a business then, is it? So that's totally true, isn't it? You just do it for free all day long.
Because vegan milk's more expensive than normal milk.
Absolutely. He needs to feed my veganism.
The cake isn't vegan.
No, it's right.
I'm so sorry.
No. Do you know what though? It's more complicated than that. We'll go into that another time.
Okay. We're predominantly plant-based diets.
Whole food plant-based diet. No meat, strictly no meat.
Just steak over
if there's milk in stuff.
Good choices.
Oh, sorry, can I just say something?
Wait, we're
This is totally irrelevant. Bethan's got this thing, right, that she can't eat an egg. Like, she can eat egg, but she can't... Like, she can eat egg in stuff, but she can't eat an egg. We were having this conversation the other day. And then, I was listening to Radio 1 the other day, and there was somebody on there talking about their wife who was like, she can eat egg in stuff, but she can't eat an egg. And I found it hilarious.
Right. I'm going to wrap this up, because you're going to lose me followers. Guys, thank you so much. How long have we been on? Enough. Thank you for taking...
Enough! Sorry.
That's really good. Excellent. Right.
Right. You might need to explain that
I'm going to
one.
whisk on, right?
You might need to explain that one. No.
What, I have to explain the joke?
Yeah. Enough bit.
Yeah, an uff, yeah.
An
uff.
An uff.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Are you okay? You haven't done a Facebook Live for a while,
I know,
have
I
you?
get a bit excited.
Don't go, right.
I need to do my canvas.
Say goodbye to people then.
Bye.
Bye.
Clank.
We'll leave you to it to finish up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Bye. Thanks. Bye. Ah, Facebook Live, eh? I just want to say thank you to everybody that has contributed or lurked or done whatever you have done in the We Are Always Better Than Yesterday community in the last 12 months. 432 people, 373 of you are active, which basically means you're watching, listening, posting, commenting, reacting. Here we go, I'm not going to hang up just yet. Here we go, check this out. Come on. Work.
How are you, my friend?
Have you got headphones?
Yes. Somewhere. Hold on. I do have them. You just might have to go on a tour of my house for a moment.
Yeah. How are you?
Really good. Really good, my friend. All right, I know where some are. Going down my stairs. Say hello to the children. And here they are.
Everyone show some love for the man that is Jonathan Darling. Smash the heart emojis.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be on your level, my friend.
Oh, God. What's that, in the basement?
Let's see. Well, ignore the wire. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
they look like they've just come out of your pocket, just like mine usually look like.
Yeah, they not out of my pocket, but out of the drawer. I typically have Bluetooth headphones that I use. So, yeah, man.
Amazing. I messaged you earlier, didn't I? And I was reflecting on this time last year, and I remember you were the first person that joined me live, and we didn't know each other a great deal like that back then, and it is nice to look back and just look at the journey that we've both been on together, and yeah,
It's been incredible, man. When my wife and I were talking about this the other day, and when I think about the people in my life that I believe truly care about me, truly care about my family, and truly are people that I can look at and say are my brothers. It's been amazing that three of those people that I include in those groups are people that I've met on Facebook and on the internet. One being a gentleman by the name of Casey Chapman, who my wife actually knew, and we connected through D2E. Luke Frazier, another one, and you. It's crazy to think that it's been a whole nother year. It's amazing.
Yeah, I said at the very start, it's been amazing to see the growth of people in this community, and I particularly made reference to you and your first Impact Knoxville event, and just being able to walk alongside you and just cheer you on from all the way over here in the UK. It's just been a privilege, mate.
Well, it's been awesome. I look at the community that you've built, and I know I jumped on live one day and was just like, this is why I follow Ryan Hartley, and and I believe the reason why Always Better Than Yesterday is 2 years old is one, because there's a common factor, there's a common denominator, and it's not, I won't even say it's you, I will say it's your heart. And your heart comes through and it connects people, and it is inviting, it is comforting, it is inspiring, it comes with accountability to always being better than what you were yesterday. And I think I look back on over this past year.
Have you gone, mate? Have you gone? He had a phone call or something. Come on, mate. Let's go again. Pam, Christine Saunders, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I love these lives. Need anniversary lives more often. Come on, JD, let's have you back on. What's going on? Connecting. Here we go. What are you doing outside?
Well, I don't have to mess with that stupid.
What are you doing?
Aha!
What are you doing? Can you hear me? Right, speak. I can't. What are you doing? Are you going to take me out in your truck? He's on his porch. There we go. I can hear you now. Oh, I can't hear you. I don't know. I'm kidding. Can you hear me? You can hear me.
Yes! There we are.
Hey, I can hear you now.
No, but what I was saying, man, like I think I remember back to you telling me that, you know, the keeping me, you know, committed to being better than yesterday and holding us accountable to being our best, man, and telling me stop saying you're an aspiring speaker and start, you know, you are a speaker. Like stop, you know, and just the encouragement and stuff, man. And it's just crazy to think, it's crazy to think the friendship that we have now because of always better than yesterday, this community. And I told somebody last week about you. I said, you know, you might not love social media. Uh, and this guy wants to start a podcast and all this stuff. And I said, you might not love social media. You might not be all about it. I said, but you need to get on, and you need to get on Facebook, and you need to join Always Better Than Yesterday. And I told him, I said, because if you look at what Ryan Hartley has done, is he has taken something like social media that for so many people has been this negative comparison trap of looking at other people's lives, of how amazing everything is, and how, you know, social media can be used for bullying and all the negativity. And I said, and he has used it to connect people, to build relationships with people, and to help people always be better. And I said, man, he's used this tool for what it's supposed to be used for. And I just, man, I love you for it.
Oh, me too, bro. That's amazing. I cannot wait to get a big bear hug from you.
It's gonna it's gonna happen. You know, I got reached out to from Anna Sanborn, and her and I are in some communication about some really exciting things that she's got going on next year. And so one way or another, I am coming over to your side of the pond, and you and I are going to it's going to be incredible.
Well, your family are always welcome here. My house is your house, my friend. You stay as long as you want.
I might move in.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. That's fine.
Well, I love you, man. I'm very honored to be your friend. I know there's other people who want to jump on, and we just got home, and I told my wife, I was like, I'm sorry, I have to jump on Facebook. I have to see if Ryan's still on. But man, I love you with all my heart. I am extremely honored to be your friend. I'm honored to be a part of this community, and I'm extremely proud, man. You are you're an inspiration to me, man.
Likewise, my friend. We are on the same path together. Oh, mate, I think we need to talk. Can you imagine if we joined forces and created a business and then just help people around the world? Maybe that just needs to happen.
I'm telling you, I think, you know, Luke Frazier and I were talking earlier today, and I've got some ideas with what I learned from Impact Knoxville. And I think it's something that is scalable and something that can really begin to make an impact in this world. And I think with you on board, it's man, it'd be like, you know, Superman and Wonder Woman combining powers. Obviously, you're Superman and I'm Wonder
You know
Woman.
which one I am. No, I've got soft hands. I'm fine with that. I'm okay.
But your beard is so good though, and But
Yeah.
no, hey, look, I'd follow you anywhere, brother. Just saying.
Nice. Love that, mate. Right, and I'll drop you off now. Go and spend
All
time
right.
with your family.
All right.
Nice shut up, brother.
Love you, brother.
Right, Christine Saunders, where are you? Coming for you. I'm coming for you. Jonathan Darley, what a man. What a man. And this is what I mean about what the community's just given me. You know, people like this in my life. Christine Saunders, how are you?
Hi. There's a weird delay. Can you hear me?
You're a weird delay.
Well, that's true. I'm at work and I don't have anything to set my phone on. Hi.
Hey, I honestly, I miss our talks. This is nice.
I miss you. This is fantastic.
Forget everybody's here. Forget everybody's watching. Let's just have a good old catch up.
I don't even see comments. I'm just gonna put my other headphone in
Amazing.
really fast so I can hear you.
Do you know we've been connected now for 18 months?
I know, it's fantastic. I feel like you're looking at my nose.
Oh, no.
I'll just do it like this.
Yes. So, always better than yesterday. What does it mean to you?
Oh my gosh. I didn't even get any thought to this. I just came out of my meeting and I saw that there was a notification I just popped on and I couldn't stop watching. And so I haven't been around for the last few months. I've been around, I've seen everything. So please don't get me wrong that I haven't not seen things. And it's inspiring. It keeps me going. I just have been, sort of had some family stuff. My mom's not well and I've just been focusing on other things. And so what's got me through is seeing all the amazing people on here. And I know everyone, if I reached out, they would be there for me. I just didn't feel like that's what I wanted to do. And that's what's awesome about this community that you've created. Yeah.
How was Vegas?
I'm just awful.
Okay.
Well, let me just put it in perspective. The conference that I went to was so super heavy and so super emotionally impactful that it's just now I can't stop talking about it even though I don't want to talk about it. So that piece was awful and I'm just not a city girl. Everything is giant. It's nonstop. The lights are flashing, the music's going. I can't listen to hip hop music for a really long time because it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Can I just say that so many people are loving Christine Saunders?
Oh.
Everyone's a big Christine Saunders fan in this community. It's a safe space. This is your space. And
I love this community.
What you shared about your video as well. Your first time of sharing your story and. I think I remember looking at you when we first connected, you've been doing this forever and, just to have given you the space to do something as monumental, it's just special. It's just really special.
Yeah. I was really actually just, when I went back, I was like, oh, I'm going to find a picture of, screenshot of Ryan and I or me or something. And I was like, wait, there isn't any because my old page is gone. And so all that content from before when we first met through, whatever that was, August, is gone. Yeah. And I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, I have this video somewhere. So I found it. It means the world to me. It really does. And that's the first time I connected with Adam. Yeah. It's the first time I connected with Craig. Think about all those people. And that was a long time ago. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
I can't stop staring at you.
John well?
He is well.
Good.
He is well. Yeah, he may be here in the parking lot trying to pick me up, but I have my phone on, so I can't get his message. But yeah.
Amazing. Well, give him a big huddle from me. And I love seeing. Do you know what? I love it and I hate it at the same time when I just see that you're going to get whiskey together because I definitely would be third wheeling.
Oh, you can third wheel anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I should tell you this really funny story before I go.
Go on then.
So when we were in Vegas, we went to this restaurant. You know, everything in Vegas costs like 15 times as much. And we sat down. The only meal that we had together, without someone else, was a kind of a nice, like, patio dinner. And he's like, "I'll just have a smoked old fashioned." I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" And then so the lady left, and I ordered my gin and tonic, and he's like, "Ah, shit." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I just ordered a $30 drink." I was like, "It better be a good one."
Yeah.
He said it wasn't an old fashioned, but it was good.
Wow.
But it came and it was actually smoking. It was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that's evaporating. That was $20 evaporating.
Right. Yeah, it was really only a $10 drink.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, you give him a big cuddle from me, and
I will.
yeah, we'll be heading over there soon, and
Please.
we have to make some big Always Been Yesterday annual summit come to life.
Yes.
But you're coming to England.
I hope so. I don't have plans as of yet, but
You know, I'll put it out there, not only to you but to your community. If anybody wants to travel to England, then they've always got a space to stay at my house. Like, I don't even
tell
need
John
Lisa's
that.
permission. Like, it's just happening.
I tell John that all the time. I was like, we can stay with Ryan. And he's like, okay. And then
Yeah.
he's like, and now Jonathan's coming to stay. Like, let's all just go together and like have one big festival at your house. Tell your
absolutely.
neighbors, don't mind us.
Yeah, the garden's big enough. We'll get a big marquee put up and have a little mini festival in the back garden, and we'll roll with it.
That sounds great.
Adam came to stay.
I saw that. That was awesome. I loved that. Isn't that the night that I called you? Wasn't that night?
Probably.
Like, you guys were up late and John and I were on the patio. I don't remember. I think we had all been drinking.
Yeah. I mean, it took me a week to calm down after Adam left, because that guy has got some serious energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I still can't stop staring at you, but I'll let you go because I know there's other people that want to chat with you.
All right, much love. I'll speak to you.
All right.
I'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Bye. There we go. Amazing. Thank you so much, Tom. You will post that video tomorrow. Make it tomorrow. I'll be very grateful to see what you've got to share. And yeah, just thank you for all of you who have taken the time either tonight or in the last year. As I said, 432 members. It's not about the numbers, it's about the impact and the connection that we can create, and that's why I wanted to bring people on and just share stories, because that's what makes this real. I can list numbers like 9,444 reactions, but what does that really mean? What it really means is that we are a community that are there for each other when we need each other, whether that just be to watch, to listen, be heard, or to share what we have to share, to feel proud and inspired. So thank you to all the amazing human beings that you are. I'm always energized and inspired by knowing that this is, again, just the start. There are so many things that this community will bring over the next year. There'll be more connection. There'll be more difficult times for us to navigate, and let's continue showing up for each other, supporting each other. I'm just looking forward to just hearing the breakthroughs and the growth that we're all going to continue to have. As Simon Sinek will say, a community is a group of people that agree to grow together. That's what we are. We are always better than yesterday. It's who we are, and I bloody love it. Thanks for taking the time, guys. Much love. See you soon.